Welcome back, everybody. Well, today I'm doing what I've dreaded the most about building this house, and I'll show you what it is. And that is getting this slab prepped and making sure every pipe comes up in the right place. I've got a 42 by 56 house slab, a 14 by 16 breezeway, and then a 40 by 50 garage back here. And I have the coordinates on these two pieces of paper of the location of every pipe that has to come up through the floor. So when you look at this, I don't know, there's probably 30 locations that has to come up in the right place. So we're gonna get our batter boards, strings run off of our batter boards rather, and then we'll come back and start locating all the pipes. But I've got everything squared the other night. Once I got it squared, got all my corners pinned, I come back, set the elevation on my batter board. So those are all set at the elevation the slab will be. I'm basically have it laid out for 3 inches of gravel. We'll have 2 inches of insulation, and obviously a vapor barrier, and then steel, and then concrete. So let's get our strings pulled, and then we're going to try to do some math here and figure out where to put our pipes through the concrete. Alright, Mom, same thing. Alright, take the slack to you. Okay. Okay, you good? Yep. Hold you what you got.
After this,
we'll get the footers. We'll get a rough idea where drain line's gonna go, but I'll probably go ahead and dig the footers, get the footers dug, and then come back, go ahead and form it up, and then watch them stakes. Go ahead and get the forms put up, and then come back here and lay all these drain lines out, then fill them full of rock, and lay our gravel down, then come back and put our water lines in.
The inside or the outside?
We're going to be on the outside of the stake, and the bottom is the reference point. All right, hold what you got. Vibrate. That's a vibrator on that truck, and it shakes anything in the truck out. You can climb that pile of rocks. Well, Mom, the bills begin. That's what $760 looks like.
I thought Reed cost more than that.
Yeah, get your checkbook out. The fun's just getting ready to start.
So when you work on Travis's schedule, you do lots of sitting and waiting on him. Travis, just want you know, that was a great camera angle you gave us a minute ago. Your hind end stuck up in the air. Viewers enjoy that.
Well, we got all of our lines ran and everything seemed to work out pretty good. I paid pretty close attention the other day when I was driving these pins in. I laid that OSB board down and to where I could actually, I had to hold the size of my pin to where I could measure on that board, hold it tight, and was able to drive those pins in, and it's kept everything pretty well to the T. So all we did today was plumb up off of the outside corners, and we were able to get our line set. And I'll tell you, we put them up there and everything worked out, measured out, and squared right up, so it made pulling our strings a lot easier. But we've got everything laid out. I'll tell you what I was going to do. I was thinking I was going to go ahead and measure off my string lines and go ahead and locate all my drains in the floor and go ahead and dig my drain lines in before I actually dug my footers and set my forms up. And I think I could get that to work, and that way nothing would be in the way. The only thing I'm a little worried about is, you know, if something gets bumped just a little bit and, you know, you're squaring off a string line, then you put a form up, if something's off, you know, a quarter here, half there, you know, it makes a big difference when you're trying to hit a 2x4 wall in the center of this floor. It's 3.5 inches. There's very little room for error. So what I think I'm going to do is, now that I've got my string lines marked or got my strings ran, I'm gonna go ahead and paint my perimeter. We'll go ahead and dig the footers and then go ahead and form this thing, and then I'll leave a section out over here to where I can come in and out with a tractor, and then we'll get all of our drains and everything measured out off the actual form. That way it's, I guess, a smaller room for error to do it that way. But anyway, that's next on the agenda. I did get all my batter boards marked off of my string line, so I've got a mark down on the face and then one on the top, and then that way when I take these string lines down, I can come back, put it back in the same location, and we'll be good to go. Which these batter boards, this will set the height of the slab. So once I start setting my forms, I'll pull these on over and then I'll attach to the back side. That way I'm laying flat on the top of my batter boards, and then that way we can get all of our elevations right. But next up, we'll paint some lines and dig some footers. Well, I don't know if I'll include any footer digging in this video or not. They're calling for rain again tomorrow. So if not, I'll go ahead and end this one and tell you, if you watched, I appreciate it. And hey, we'll catch you later. But if I get to do a little digging in the next day or so, I'll stick it on the end. Well, it's a few days later, but after 2 days of rain, it sort of slows down progress. But we've got dry soil now, so let's get out here and see if we can get started. But the one other obstacle that I've got is it is springtime, and with 3 kids on 2 different baseball teams and 1 softball team, you got games Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, and then, you know, they don't like to practice on Saturday. That adds a little difficulty to the old building schedule. So I think Travis is gonna have to pull some graveyard shifts, but hey, we're gonna make do. That's the reason they put lights on these things. So let's see if we can get some footers dug. Well, we got 1 baseball game down, only 37 more to go. But hey, we started off with a win tonight, so that's pretty good. Have you all ever seen a ditch prettier than that? Tell you what, when you do work like me, you're better off to show it off at night. Hey, we'll catch you on another day.